Hi everyone, it's Kay here today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be doing a couple of cards using no dies, no trimmer, just so that people who would like to do card making and think it's um, an expensive thing to do, just showing you can just do it with basic tools. You just need something round. I'm using masking tape. You might just have sticky tape or a lid or something like that, something round, pencil, and a pair of scissors. I think most people have got probably scissors in their house for various purposes. I've got some card, and you can buy card bases pre-made from Uniquely Creative, and sometimes I buy card from Officeworks and A4 card and cut it in half for my card bases because for my purposes I was making a lot of cards and it was cheaper that way, but I don't know whether I will make so many cards now because people are just not buying them, so it's a bit of a shame. Anyway, so I'm using Class in Session kit for this, and got my card bases. Like I said, I'm going to show you easy ways to do this. Hopefully it works. So for the first card, I'm using this paper, this one here, top of the class paper. And you're probably thinking, oh, don't cut that card, but I'm going to, because I've already got one sheet like this cut up already. Just put my card base down, and I'm just going to trace around it, basically. And I'm going to use my scissors to cut that out. So that's going to go on my card base like that. And I do have got double-sided tape. You can just glue. There's lots of craft glues out there. It's whatever your budget can afford, really. I just use double-sided tape because that's what I was shown when I was doing card making classes originally, and I just stuck to using them because I just like, I don't know, sometimes using glue all the time is not breathing in those fumes sometimes, and it's not good. Are we wearing those? Is it glary here? Oh, I don't know. I might use the back of this so it's not so glary. So just take the backing off the tape. Hope you're all good. Getting some crafting in. You know, I admire those people who work and then go home and craft. I never discovered doing card making or anything like that till I'd finished work, so till I'd retire. So I would have no idea what it's like to sort of work. But I remember what it was like to work, and by the time you got home, got dinner, did the kids home, get the kids homework with them, and that's not straight. So I'm going to show you that with my ruler, and I do have a knife. Just going to cut down that edge because it's not straight now. Anyway, by the time you had got home, took it in turns to have dinner, you know, cook dinner. My husband and I used to take it in turns, and then do homework with the kids, let them have some relaxation time first before they did the homework, and then afterwards bath and whatever. So I'm going to use the brown cardstock for this, so I'm going to use the inside of my masking tape. You could even use the inside of your double-sided tape if you don't have any other tape. So I'm just going to draw a circle in there. Cut that out. Got two scissors on the go here. It's confusing. Let's put them over there. This is a very thick cardstock from Uniquely Creative. It did come in the kit, but if you just don't have the kit, you can just, you know, if you haven't got brown cardstock, just use one of the other papers, you know, or something else you might have in your stash. You can do this with any kit or any papers, really. It doesn't have to be with this particular collection. I'm just using this. I quite like this collection. I like the colours and the brightness of it, and I've made quite a few cards with it actually. Because I thought, you know, like especially for kids' birthdays. Anyway, so that's going to go there. And I have got a ruler that was in the collection as well, so I'm going to put that down there just to add a little bit of something. And I haven't decided what I'm going to use for decorating the circle. I've got a couple of things here. Just got the things that sort of already like they were already made kind of thing. On the collection, you could cut them out and they were already sort of like into a little cluster already. I actually quite like that one. Or I could use this one here. Nope. Go back to my original thought. Go back to there. I've got this element here. I'm going to use it to highlight. No, it doesn't work. That's fine. And I might use this element here just to sort of go on top like that. And then you can to put a word like that. Now, this is not round enough for me. You can use a sanding block. Like it did come in a kit once, a sanding block did. But if you don't have a sanding block, you can go into husband's shed, maybe or your partner's shed, and might have a sandpaper, or your own shed. You might have a bit of sandpaper in your shed. Or you could probably cut better than me. That would be helpful. That would be helpful if I cut better, yes. So I'm going to put some glue down there. Oh. No, I didn't open it, did I? Oh, no, I've got glue stuck on the end there. I should have cleared it off. Oh no, it should be alright, hopefully. Oh yes, look at that. I didn't stick that down, did I? Put that there. I can see you were saying to me, Kay, you haven't fixed that corner. No, I haven't, have I? Need to fix that corner. Cut that off. Why? That's because it's not cut straight here, that's why. Okay, got it. That's better. And so I'm going to sorry, excuse me. I am going to use some foam mats that I've got from Uniquely Creative. You don't have to, if you don't have foam mounts, you can use, if you don't have foam mounts, you can use packaging as well. Works just as well. Sometimes I use packaging, depends on how much I want to lift up the element, really, because these ones are quite high, I find, and compared to some other ones, but that's all right. I don't mind them. I do actually like them. But if you don't have this, like I said, you can use packaging. Because, you know, sometimes it can be a bit expensive if you want to buy everything, and being that money is really tight at the moment, you've got to look at where your money is being spent. And I do know that the cheap shops sell, like, what's it called? The reject shop, and one that starts with a C. Oh God, just goes to show off, and I go in there. I used to go in there all the time. Cheapest chips. I used to go in there all the time because they used to sell little birdie stuff. And when I first started card making, they used to have really great little embellishments and stuff. But that was before Uniquely Created began and created their own things. So where did I put the other element there? I'm going to have to put something on there, so make sure it's nice and level. Oh, got the back as well on that one. And that should be level now with the other one, and I can stick that one down. Glue, 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 glue. Quite like that. And then if you wanted to, you could add the sentiment there, or you could just do it on top like that. I'm not fussed with that, so do the sentiment somewhere else. There, maybe that works. It's not cut properly, Kay. I need to cut it a bit better. So this is from the barcodes. And then to give your card a bit of a lift, you can take a pen and a ruler and just draw. You can go right on the edge if you wanted to, or if you're like me, I'm not particularly fussed. I don't particularly fussed, is the wrong word to say, isn't it really? I'd quite like it sort of being inside the edge rather than on the edge. You can use a thicker pen if you prefer. I mean, I've got an outline pen here, but I know that Uniquely Creative had some pens in, was it the garden kit, which I didn't get. Or you can just use a black ballpoint pen, doesn't matter. I just happen to have these in my stash that I bought ages ago. Bought quite a few of them, I think. I've just been using them one at a time. Anyway, so that sort of gives you that, and if you wanted to, you could highlight the circle as well. And maybe this word, it's a bit muted, isn't it, really? I hope my head's not in the way. I'm leaning forward. Oops. Okay. You can cover that up with a bit of bling or something or other if you wanted to. Whatever you have in your stash, but it doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be plain and simple like this. And if you wanted to have a bit of a balance, you could cut one of these flowers out here. Oops, where's my other ones? I had a small one here somewhere. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There. Just have a little element on the side here, like that, to give it sort of like thirds. I might even tempted to put it there like that. This is obviously cut from another thing that I made. Yes, I'm actually going to put that there. Waste not, want not. Okay. I think that's all I want to put on that one. Don't think I want to put anything else. Congratulations. No, I'm going to leave that one as it is. Sometimes less is more. And then for the other card, Get my things back again. I'm using this paper with the grey on the back. So for this one, the same thing again. I'm going to put my card space down. There's my pencil here. Trace around it. And cut it out. For those that don't know, I had shoulder surgery at the beginning of March, and I still have to do lots of exercises and things, but it's interesting because we went to the football yesterday to watch my grandsons play half time of the A grade for Anzac Day. One's 7, one's 8, soon will be 9, and just standing there, I said to my husband after I said, my arm is sore, my shoulder is sore, my arm is sore, because the muscles along my arm need to be redeveloped because I haven't been used really a lot, so I've still got lots of exercise to do anyway. And I said, why is my arm so sore? He said, well, what do you think about it? He said, you've been standing up for an hour, which I did, and your arm has been hanging down the sideways, whereas you're home and you're crafting or sitting watching YouTube videos, your arm is just hanging down, not being supported. And I thought, oh, he's right, because it felt quite sore. It's a little bit sore this morning, more sore than usual. Okay. So it's not. I hope you cut better than I do, or put your card on straighter. So for this side, I'm going to actually, this corner's not down properly because I picked it up again. Just put a bit of glue. Hold it for 2 seconds. So on the back, I'm going to use this. Oh, I'm going to use the masking tape because I like the circle smaller. Going to cut that out. Just put on the edge as much as I can. Cut that out on that side. Let's see if we can do a better job of cutting out this big circle this time. Turning my paper as I go, that will be helpful probably. And I probably should have cut the paper even smaller still because it would be easier to turn around because I've got shelving here. This is the second time I've tried to do this video. I've been watching the first one I made, and I'm thinking, oh, my camera just keeps dropping all the time. I don't know why. My phone, and it sort of goes that way, and then I end up, when I'm crafting, sort of down the bottom end, which is not good. Anyway, so I've got the circle here, got a bit of, got that one there. I did actually, what did I want to use in the end for that one? I think I did want to use that one, but I don't know, it's sort of gets a bit lost, isn't it, really? It would have been really good if I had another ruler element, but I don't. But what else have I got here? Yeah, that's just a bit solid. A solid colour would be good. This is the barcode as well. So I'm going to use the barcode. That's better. That's better. And I'll cut that off. Stick it down. Just cut that off. Glue. it down. Isn't it funny that I've decided to do it all both on the same side. Now I've got a variety of things here as well because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. Things I thought might have matched anyway. Use another little circle like that. That was in the kit. Well, this was in the kit as well, which I quite like. But it's just a matter of just building things that you like. I reckon that's what I was going to use. I was going to use this, wasn't I? I forgot. I like that better. So just going to lift that up. That's one thing about 450. It does have a bit of wriggle room, so I'm going to cut that about there. Put it down on top like that. And the other end, down the other end. This is from a big word in the collection. Oh no, I did use the letters on a card before, so that's better. Oh, that's better. There's a bit of a gap here, so I just need something to put there in the gap there. Just to trim that off. Foam mat for my stash, a flat one, because yeah, that's about the right height. Let's try again. I like the numbers and I like the colours of the numbers on this one, this collection. Great going. I could colour that in, make it sort of stand out a bit more. Could use this. I've got all these things here that I could use. I probably won't use up any of them. Quite like that. I'm going to put that back in there. Quite like that. I'm just going to put the word there. And you're the best. Could put that one down there underneath as well. Oh, actually, yes, I think I'll do that. This is from a paper, but you could just use any circles, really. Doesn't have, again, it doesn't have to be this collection. It can be just cut circles like I showed you, using something circular. And you have leads, sticky tape. So I found saucers are too big. Cups are very hard to draw around, but you could use a cup. You're probably better at working things out than me. Use the bottom. You can use turn the cup upside down and just use the top of the lip of the cup. Lots of things you can use, really. Actually, that doesn't seem like it's sort of level, so why isn't it level? Because this is higher, that's why. So I'm going to use the rest of this barcode to sort of give it a bit of a lift. So it's not sort of sinking down, just needs a bit more. That's it, perfect. And whether you wanted to add any more or not, it's up to you. I have got other circles I could put around, but I've got little ones here just to sort of keep it in balance. Maybe it was as a button. I thought it was a circle. Up to you. I might just leave it for like that for the moment. So it's my 2 cards, no dies, no trimmer. And if you wanted to, you could do the same around the outside as with the black pen if you wanted to for this one as well. And I can see that I need to trim that side up just to sort of Again, I'm going to have to use my knife. Sure, you've got a sharp knife you could use, or borrow one from the shed. I did actually buy mine from, it came in a pack from Bunnings. There's this one in a what we call a standing knife, you know, like one of those ones, the thicker ones. Came in the pack, so. But you may have other knives, because I did have a knife that I borrowed from my husband, but it broke, so I need to get another one. So thank you very much for joining me today. There's my 2 cards made with no dies or trimmers, and I hope that can give you some ideas as well for making quick cards. Thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll see you again another time. Bye bye.